Hi, welcome to my platform, either the YouTube channel or the Facebook page for Sensor Academy. If it is your first time on this particular YouTube channel, kindly hit on the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to get notified when next I post a new video. If you're watching this on my Facebook page, kindly tag others that may find this video very much beneficial. Leave a comment and share the video. Let's begin. In today's tutorial, we're going to talk about a grade 12 mathematics paper 1 exam-based revision with an aim in order to prepare adequately for the possibilities of paper 1, being a student waiting for an internal November exam or next year's GCE final exam. So this was a lesson at Sensor Academy on a Wednesday, which was 23rd October, that is 2023. Given that f of x equals to 3x plus 1 and g of x equals to x minus 5. So we're simply going to target a direct function where we'll be using a number to replace on a variable inside a function. We'll also be talking about the inverse of a function, which is going to involve making x the subject of the formula in the stated function. We'll also talk about the composite function where we'll get to combine the two functions in order to result into one. So here we're trying to say find f of 0. This particular question targets the function of f. So we're going to say this is going to become f, that is of x, which is going to be equal to, that is 3x plus 1. Then the question proceeds by saying f, and then we're supposed to replace with a 0. So this is the same function, implying in the first place they're trying to use a variable. In the second place, we're going to use that is a number. So we're going to say 3, open brackets, we replace with a 0, then plus 1. So f of 0 is going to become, that is 3 times 0 is going to become a 0 plus 1. Then this is going to be f of 0 is going to give us 0 plus 1. This is going to give us, that is a 1. Having found that, it means we can now go and replace on the final answer where we say f of 0 is equal to 1. Then we proceed. The second one says that is f to the power negative 1, then x. This simply says we're trying to find, that is the inverse. So we're going to say f of x equals to 3x plus 1. So we're going to replace y, where there is f of x. This is in order to remain with only one visible x, so as it will be very easy for us to make x the subject of the formula or leave it alone on one side of the equation. Then we say 3x and then plus 1. Then this is going to be, our target is x, which we need to leave alone or let be alone on one side of the equation, mathematically known as the subject of the formula. So we're going to say y, so we're going to get rid of 1 by letting it become negative 1 when it crosses over the equal sign. Then this is going to be 3x. Then since we want x and it's combined with 3, we're going to divide by 3. There is an equal sign, it means even on the left we'll still divide by 3. So 3 and 3 cancels. This is going to become x equals to y minus 1 over 3. Now to give an expression, we're now going to say therefore the function was f. What we found is the inverse. We get x into the brackets, which is going to be y wasn't part of the original equation. It was introduced temporarily to ensure that x remains alone. So we replace the foreign letter with the actual letter that was in the expression. We maintain everything, then over 3. So it means this is going to become f inverse of x, which is equal to x minus 1, everything over 3. Then the last one is trying to be, or we're trying to target, that is f g of x. So we're going to write f g of x. So f g of x, we're going to substitute in with the actual functions. So where there is f, we're going to replace with 3x plus 1. Then where there is g of x, we're going to replace with x minus 5. Then upon reaching that stage, we're simply going to substitute. So we've written 3x plus 1. Then we've also written x minus 5. So to combine these two functions, we're supposed to pick the last function and substitute into the first function where there is x. So when you substitute the last function into the first function where there is x, this is going to become 3, open brackets, x minus 5, then plus 1. Then we're simply going to multiply. What we're going to say, this is going to become, that is 3 times x. This is going to be 3x minus 3 times 5. This is going to become 15, then plus 1. Then this lastly is going to become 3x negative 15 plus 1. This is going to give us negative 14 because the signs are different. So here on the answer space, we're now going to say f g of x is going to be equal to 3x minus 14. And having done that, it means we've answered the questions as per the expectations of the examiner. Very, very important is to consider that once you're given f of x or any function and be told that inside the brackets there is a number, it simply means you're going to replace or substitute directly into the actual function. So you say 3 times 0 plus 1, 3 times 0, 0 plus 1, 0 plus 1, 1. Then f of x equals 3x plus 1. To make an inverse of the function, let the function, which is here, be equated to any letter differently as long as it's not x. So the preferred letter in most cases is y. So we're going to say y equals to 3x plus 1. So then we're looking for x, which is combined with 3. The easiest number to get rid of is 1. So we say y minus 1 equals to 3x. Then since we're looking for x, divide by 3, divide by 3. Here, the 3's cancels to let x be alone. Then y minus 1 equals to 3. You give the answer f inverse of x, but where there was a letter that you introduced temporarily, introduced with the actual letter, x minus 1 over 3. Now, to make the composite of a function, very, very important to consider is that you need to write the functions. When you write f g of x, so you write what f is defined by. It is defined by 3x plus 1. You also write what g is defined by, x minus 5. So if they say f g of x, it means g should be replaced in the function of f in order to be combined. So the last function, which is in the brackets, becomes the value of x here. So you say x minus 5, you replace it on x. So this is x minus 5 on x. So we say 3 times x, 3x. 3 times 5, 15 plus 1. So this is 3x, and then negative 15 plus 1, negative 14. In an exam, it means you've answered the question carrying about 5 marks. Please leave a comment, subscribe to this YouTube channel, tag others that may find the same video very much beneficial. For those writing internal exams, I wish you all the best. For those GCEs anticipating for next year's exam, this is relatable to your foundation. Make sure you grab a paper and at least find the benefit out of this particular video. This has been your tutor, Mr. Sensor, from Sensor Academy School of Tuitions. Till in the next video, for now, it's a goodbye. Bye-bye.